Hi friends, hello, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Carlneesha. This is I Have Something to Say, your weekly lesbian agenda meeting where I talk about all things lesbianic, all things chaotic, and a lot of thoughts I should have kept to myself. We have a lot to catch up on. I'm gonna do this intro real quick and then I have to let me get through this. Hold on. Okay. So this week I have notes. I do. I always have my notes in front of me. However, it just may be a little all over the place. I made notes. I forgot to send it to myself, so I'm going off old notes. You didn't need all that. Anywho, today we're gonna be talking about topics, of course, that nobody asked me, but I want to weigh in on regardless. Today we're gonna be talking about lesbian dating rules that nobody knows about. And when I say nobody knows about, mostly that nobody agreed on. Because it seems to be like this notion of how dating goes for lesbians. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Because there's this entire unwritten rule book about women and women dating other women. So we're just going to get into it. I do want to start with our catch up, but I am so thirsty, so we got to get to this week's drink of the week. Now, I told myself that I'm done drinking until Halloween. Why, you may ask? I went on live with y'all and I had too many shots. There was two bottles of Jameson whiskey at the start of the night. The bottles was gone by the end of the night. There was only two people drinking. You see, when I woke up, my head still felt like it was yesterday. I keep forgetting that I'm 30 and a bounce back it's not like I was 21. It's just not the same. So I'm going in with my trusty dusty Izze sparkling juice. I was supposed to have this other soda that I was super excited to show you. Oh, hold on, y'all said y'all need some ASMR. Hold on. It's just I could never go wrong there. I had another soda that I really wanted to show y'all. I was super excited. That's supposed to be coming in a PR box, but I got the box. When I opened the box was empty. I said, excuse me, there's nothing in here. They said, okay, we'll send another one. So hopefully next week we'll have our new drink of the week soda that I've been super excited to share with y'all. Now, on to my updates. Hold on. I know y'all probably thinking, where's your Foster? Where's Libby? Hold on. So Libby girl is still here. She has diarrhea on my carpet. She has escaped the gates again. But she's living her best life. When I tell y'all, you're probably wondering why I don't look as lively, amen. Why I don't look as youthful, amen. It's because me and Libby were just laid out in a bed, passed out. My head was on a pillow. Her head was also on a pillow. She out like this, coochie out, titty swinging. Girl, have some decorum. She doesn't have any. It's fine. She's living her best life while she's with me. So I'm super like, I don't know, having like a dog with me just always boosts my serotonin. Okay, what's next? Y'all, can we cue the music early, Nikolai? Hold on. Now I know you're saying why we dance. Let me tell you, we're monetized on YouTube. Cue the music again. Yeah. What does that mean for you? Okay, let me tell you. There are so many perks because we're not fully monetized yet. Let me caveat with that. We're halfway monetized. So what this means is now there are memberships, there are gifts, there are superstars. So let me try to explain it to the best of my knowledge because I still don't really know. It's only my second day out here, literally. So just relax. So you can become a member. There are two different tiers that I have right now. The first tier, hold on. Okay, so you could be a part of the court clerk for $5.99. You get loyalty badges, you get emojis, priority to all my comments after videos, early access to new videos. So I'm going to start releasing these videos probably 1 to 2 days earlier but only for court clerk members and member only short. So I can make specific videos that'll only be to people who are in that membership club. I'm going to be putting something on my Instagram. Again, if you don't follow me on Instagram, what are you doing? But I'm going to ask what kind of content you guys want to see more of so I can make that, you know, I'm a woman of the people. Amen. I was thinking about doing some vlogs, day in the life, maybe some lives for members only. So that's the first membership level. The second one is jury duty. That one is a little bit more expensive, but I can shout you out in videos. I can again do member only videos. So these longer videos, I can make specific ones for jury duty that will not be accessed by anyone else. So that's number one. Number two, hold on, gifts. So I can start going live, and you guys can send gifts if you're interested. Not a requirement at all. Please do not feel obligated to do any of these. I'm just happy that y'all showed up and are here listening to me rainbow on, because I've already been talking for I don't know how long. But yes, you can send gifts, and you can do on like videos like these, or on my shorts, you can do super thanks, you can do super chats, super stickers, and those will all, help help a girl out with the funding. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it for right now. But I'm just so like, the fact that we started this in May and it's only August, and somehow we're already in the YouTube partner program. Y'all love me bad. I love y'all bad. I'm not gonna lie. I love y'all bad. Like, I was so excited to film this episode today because I was super excited to tell y'all that. Let me tell you what else happened. So, y'all know Regina, my mama. She is a lady of the people as well. She has been reading Essence magazine, Jet magazine since I can remember. And I got to tell my mother yesterday that Essence featured me on their Instagram as a Black creator that people need to know. Me? In Essence? When I tell you, I'm not joking. I was literally crying at work when I found out that I was tagged in it. Let me show you the post, because I know y'all said y'all want to see. Hold on. And it's also, if you want to look at it, it's in my tagged, on my Instagram. Because again, if you're not following me on Instagram, what you doing? Hold on, let me, I gotta switch it. Can y'all see this? Hold on. That's me. I like this. When I seen that, when I tell y'all, it was like I don't even want to say the first time, because I feel like I've been having a lot of these experiences lately of, like, I'm really doing this. I'm really betting on myself. I'm really like just showing up and being me, and people are here to build this community with me. And I cannot tell y'all how thankful I feel like this intro is so long. I'm sorry. We may not even get to everything because I just feel like I may just be yapping this episode. I had something to say. Okay, last little part for the intro. Hold on, my mouth is dry. Libby looking at me like, girl, can you please be quiet so we can go back inside and go to bed? I'm sorry, girl. Today, I had my first briefing about me getting out of the military. It's called TAP, Transition Assistance Program, something like that. Anywho, when you go to this brief, they ask you a bunch of questions like, what are your goals? What do you plan on doing when you get out? Do you have savings? She said, what do you want to do when you get out? I said, not what I want to do. What I'm doing is I host a podcast. And she looked at me, and I could see in her mind that she's like, this girl is going to get out of the military and ruin her life. And I said, you're looking at me like you're scared for me. And I want you to know that this is already my life. And I just want to be able to do it full time and give my whole heart into this. And she still looked a little confused. She still looked a little scared. But this was the first time that someone asked like what I was going to be doing. And I said, I am a podcaster. That's what I do. And that felt so good. Like it just really like I haven't said that before. And like y'all know what I do for work? I podcast. What you do for work? You listen to me podcast. You know? And that's just crazy. And she was like, what are your long-term goals? I said, girl, I wanna go on tour and I wanna hear the girls tell me their stories in lesbian court and we kiki in the middle of nowhere. That's what I want. That's my long-term goal. My goal is to move to Texas to have a big old backyard so I can foster a bunch of dogs and we can kiki on live together. That's what I want. Yeah, I want you to know I've been recording for 12 minutes already. And I have not even hit the beginning of lesbian court. You think we gonna get through this episode today? You know what? Let's just go ahead and jump into everybody's favorite segment, lesbian court. Somebody cue the music. Do the rock away. Lean back, lean back, lean back. If you're new here and you're like, what is lesbian court? Be quiet. I'm about to tell you. Lesbian court is where you guys submit stories, love advice, situationships, and I come to y'all. I present the case. I give you the facts because I'm the judge, I'm the jury, I'm the executioner, and I am the prosecutor. The other one. And we just sit and we talk about the case, and then I tell you if you're guilty or if you're innocent. If you're looking to give me a story that you want my take on, that you want my advice on, or if you just want to hear me talk about, just what do you need to do? Follow me on Instagram. I think I said that like 3 times now. So if you die, like, what the freak. Anywho, I post weekly on there, so where you guys can submit things and just keep up with the podcast. So let's get into this first. Okay, where do I start? When I was in my try before I buy phase, I found myself attracted to this stud. Let's call her B. So as soon as we saw each other, she was like, oh, let me walk you to your car. Don't carry that. Let me help you. Girlfriend was laying it on thick with 2 C's. So I was like, why not? So we kissed and it was like, boom, we go together. I was seeing this girl every day. She was staying over, always around type shit. I met this girl, mama in all caps. It was like that fast lane. Little did I know she had a crush on this other girl that recently got pregnant by her husband and was expecting. Hold on. Okay. Little did I know she had a crush. B had a crush on another girl that got pregnant by her husband and was expecting. So she told me that they were friends and she left to go on a trip to support her for the baby shower. I was looking at my Snapchat and I see these bitches lip locking. Now I'm sitting here looking like Boo Boo the Fool. When she came back, she was a new hoe on the phone with the girl all the time, ignoring my phone calls. Not taking responsibility for her actions. Then I just gave up on her. A couple months later, they break up. Then she started dating my friend. Don't talk to them hoes to this day. Where I'm lost at is how B talking to another girl who got a husband who got a baby, and that's how I know that y'all studs. Y'all studs and these baby mamas. I don't know what it is. And she submitted this story, not really want to get advice. Obviously, the situation's done, but it's just like, why? What? Huh? If we see B, just tell her it's on site. Don't even worry about nothing else. Just like tell her if she starts getting jumped by a bunch of femmes, she had it coming. Because what do you mean you could have had me to yourself, but you decided to go to this girl with this husband and this baby on the way? And then when that didn't work out, you went to my friend. I hate y'all. I hate y'all bad. And don't talk to them to this date like you can't. What are we gonna talk about? I have to kill everybody. Sorry. Can I say that? I'm sorry. Y'all, I feel like this episode is probably gonna be long, so we're gonna not speed through the court cases, but we're not gonna spend too long on them. Next, guys. Y'all, I don't even know where I put that other case at because my notes is everywhere. Found it. Okay. Case number two. My girlfriend keeps introducing me as her friend because she says she isn't ready to come out yet. I've been trying to be understanding, but last weekend we ran into her ex, and suddenly I became her girlfriend. She held my hand, kissed my cheek, and made sure her ex knew we were together. As soon as her ex left, I went right back to being her friend. Now I feel like she's comfortable claiming me when it makes someone jealous, but not because she's proud to be with me. She says I'm making my coming out journey about myself. Oh, her coming out journey about myself. Am I wrong for giving her an ultimatum? Claim me consistently or lose me completely. Can I be messy for a second? Just a second. Just a second. Oh, I'm so sorry. First case, innocent. You left. You did the right thing. When we see that it's on site. We good. Can I be messy? That's okay. You click this. You knew that was coming. Okay. You said your girlfriend. You don't have no girlfriend. Cause it sounded to me like you're only her girlfriend in convenience. And I don't know what's so convenient about you being a girlfriend when her ex come around. Bruh. You don't have a girlfriend. That's what you need to tell her. When she wants to be your girlfriend, cool. And you know what? I don't want to. I apologize. I apologize. I don't want to sound insensitive, desensitive, unsensitive. I don't want to sound not sensitive. Period. Um, Everyone's coming out journey is a different experience. And I understand that it takes time to get to a place to where you feel like you could really be you and be accepted. However, you being put in a space to where you're now also putting yourself in the closet for her. If you feel comfortable doing that, if you feel safe doing that, if you want to be in that space with her, that's beautiful. Do that by all means. Please, please, please. However, if you do not like you said, you don't feel like she's proud to be with you and she's only using you out of convenience to make your ex jealous, but any other time she can't call you her girlfriend and that doesn't feel comfortable for you, do not stay in nothing that like being forced into a closet. I don't know if you've ever been in the closet. For me, I've never been like per se in the closet, but if I was forced back into a closet that I've never even come out of, absolutely not. Absolutely not. However, if you do want to be in this closet with her and you're okay with this, and it was just this situation that's making you feel like, ah, you need to tell her. Because what do you mean I could be your girlfriend when we see your ex? And is your ex another woman or was it a man? Because how do you have two girlfriends but you don't have no girlfriends? You get what I'm saying? That just don't make no sense to me. I'm not gonna lie, friend. You might be a little guilty. You might be just a tiny bit. Not nothing too big. Like your sentencing is just mediation, if you will. I feel like there needs to be a serious convo that needs to be had. First with yourself, amen, and then with her, and then maybe with the ex. That's not really the ex. Court is now adjourned. Today, we're going to be talking about lesbian rules that nobody agreed on. Okay, so for this episode, I'm going to give you guys a dating scenario. And I want y'all to tell me what you think the rules should be. You cannot say it depends. I don't want to hear that, okay? Make a choice. Okay, rule number one. Who makes the first move? This one, for me, I feel like it has to be the femme. Because the stud just don't be knowing. And I feel like the studs really not shooters the way that we be shooters. But I'm conflicted. I'm conflicted. Because if it's femme for femme, then who's approaching first? If it's stud for stud, and if you are stud for stud, please call me. If you are stud for stud, please just put me on the phone for just a few minutes. I'm so sorry. I'm not on topic at all. Who makes the first move? Who makes the first move? I'm gonna say the femme. In most situations, I feel like it should be the femme because the stud, like they're put in this predicament where they probably may not even know that you even like women, you know? And of course you can give like them signals and stuff, but you know studs. They don't be knowing nothing about nothing. And if you felt triggered, that was for you. Rule number 2: who pays? Do you guys, like, on a first date, is it the person who asks? Do you split it? I don't even want to say this one, but I'm gonna say it because I know the people are thinking it. Is it the masculine presenting one? Okay. Be very careful with your answers because I know the comments is coming. If she asks you on a date, I feel like the person who asks is your responsibility. Fem or masculine presenting otherwise. I seen this video. Let me tell you. I seen this video. This girl was like, she said that some girl had messaged her and was like, need that or something like that to that effect. And she said, prove it. And the girl took her out, had planned everything, boom, boom, bam. Beautiful. My question when I was watching this video, I was like, do you ever reciprocate? The video itself gave energy of like, y'all, my phone had ran out of storage. I had to delete some stuff. But obviously I didn't know the woman, so I can't say that this is like her norm or not. But I'm just curious, like, when there are people who are like, you are supposed to be the one that's paying for this date, does it ever flip? Oh, sorry. Sorry, y'all. So what are y'all doing? Tell me what you think about that one. All right. Rule number 3: texting after the first date. This one, I don't know. I feel like there just shouldn't be a rule. Like, you know, when people are like, oh, you should wait a couple days. Bruh, I'm 30. My days is limited. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to have already reached my midlife crisis. I'm not trying to be here too long and I have a, that's another. I'm sorry. Regardless, I feel like it's a little childish to wait to text after a date, but that's just me. I'm curious to see what y'all are thinking. Like, are we double texting? Are good morning texts and good night texts too much? What's tea? I don't care. Do it. Number 4: exclusivity. Listen to me. Do you need to ask someone explicitly that we need to be exclusive? Or do you feel like it needs to come to a point where it's already understood? This one for me, I feel like can go either way. If we sleeping on the phone together, I'm just gonna assume I have all your attention because we woke up on the phone together. We going to sleep on the phone. I'm talking to you all day. When do no. However, if we're in, like, I don't want to call it the beginning stages, but if it's early on to us, like, talking, getting to know each other, and you didn't ask me and you assume that I wasn't talking to nobody else when I'm fine, my ass is fat, this waist is tiny, that's on you. Like, is it after number of dates? Like, is it after sex? I don't know. For me, I feel like it would be best if we just, like, outright said, like, hey, I'm not talking to anyone else. I would appreciate if you didn't talk to anyone else. Whatever the conversation may be like. What y'all think? Last rule: sleepovers. How soon is too soon for a sleepover? And when I say sleepover, do you genuinely just mean sleepover, or I'm a firm believer that if I want to do something, I'm not going to let I'm not going to let the world's stigma dictate what I feel comfortable doing. If I meet someone on the first date and I'm like, wow, this person really understands me, they really get me, and somehow I've made that connection in, 42 hours, I don't know, 20, dang, I'm sorry, 24 hours. Do I have dyslexia? Anywho, if I feel like I'm comfortable within 24 hours and I want to sleep with someone, I'm going to. Like, the only reason why I think people don't, and they say it's like, oh, we just met, it's because there is this stigma, there is this shame that's associated with it. I understand also not wanting to share your body with everyone, but I feel like a lot of what I hear when I'm listening to people say that they don't feel comfortable having sex on the first date or kiss on the first date is because stigma and shame of being seen as too easy or loose or whatever the case may be. But if I'm grown, I feel comfortable and I want to have sex with this person, I want to have a connection with this person, I'm going to. What y'all think? Final question: what lesbian dating stereotype do you absolutely hate admitting that's kind of true? I need to know. for this week's therapy corner, we're not going to play any games. We're not going to do truth or drink. We're not going to do any cards. I just kind of want to sit and chat with y'all. We have now somehow hit episode 14. I remember when I was first filming like episode 2 or 3, I think I was getting a little sick, or I was feeling just like not really motivated to create. And I was like, I could just like skip a week, whatever. And I told myself like the first couple months, I really just wanted to be super consistent because I, Libby, she had to make me act that on this podcast. Libby, she trying to get under that gate. Yeah, I just wanted to really build this community, and the fact that somehow we're already over 1,000 subscribers here, we're already over 50,000 followers on Instagram. Like, it's just so surreal to me, and I'm so like, I know I say it every single episode, but I truly am just so thankful for y'all, and I want this to be a space where y'all feel the most comfortable, where y'all feel like y'all want to keep showing up every week. So I would love, if you haven't already, please drop a comment of what more you want to see. If you love how this is going, I want to make this like truly our group chat, and I really want this to be this fruitful thing that can bloom into something beautiful. So I don't want it to only be, just me having something to say. I love listening on lives to you guys. I think you guys are hilarious in the comments of videos. If y'all haven't seen that video where I was using the, I'm trying not to yell at Libby again. Forgot what I was gonna say. I'm just really just appreciative of y'all, and I just thank y'all so much for coming back every single week. If you enjoyed this episode, I hope that you feel inclined, even if you don't feel inclined, do it anyways, to like, share, or comment on this video. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. Come be a part of the membership. Join the court club. Join jury duty. Come check out these new perks that we've unlocked. And I'm so happy to be doing this with you guys. And as always, I just had something to say, and I will see y'all next week. Bye.